here. And 8 Steady Pulses, a newcomer in from Freehold, where he does have wins in 2 of his last 4, but obviously the competition will. Pacers on the track for today's second race at Pocono. Number 1, Feeling Mclucky, owned and trained by Gilberto Garcia Herrera, driver George Napolitano Jr. 2 Golden Gun, owned by the Whiz Kid Stable LLC, trainer Jeff Sorenson, driver Mark McDonald. 3 Yupper, owned by Anatolia Racing LLC, trainer Frank Hartline III, driver Matt Kakaley. 4 Rock 3 Times, owned by Stan and Amy Weitoish, trainer Cindy Weitoish, driver John Kakaley. 5 Absolute Intent, owned and trained by Pierre Paradis, driver Jason Bartlett. Number 6 Mclucky is scratched injured. 7 Ponyta Boy, owned and trained by Courtney Wright, driver Anthony Napolitano. 8 Steady Pulse, owned and trained by Nicole Dicostanzo, driver Tyler Buter. And number 9 Jahan Hanover, owned by Neil Balcerak, Matt Morrison, trainer Neil Balcerak, driver Jim Pantaleano. Scratch 6 Mclucky out injured, again 2 Golden Gun. Dollars in the last 5, PA preferred, the purse $8,800. And around the turn, the Pacers have reached the back stretch, and they are underway. Jahan Hanover on the far outside steps out. On the inside, Golden Gun and Feeling Mclucky both leaving. Jahan Hanover and Feeling Mclucky go on in the chase for the engine. Golden Gun right in behind the top 2 in third. It's a length and a half to Yupper in fourth, and 2.5 back to Rock 3 Times. Absolute Intent is away sixth, followed by Steady Pulse and the trailer Ponyta Boy. Jahan Hanover has the lead for the moment, but Feeling Mclucky not going to sit around. He makes the move to the outside. Quarter mile reached in 27-2. They're front stretch bound now, and it's Feeling Mclucky retaking for George Napolitano Jr. That is the 1-5 betting favorite. Now leads it by a length over Jahan Hanover. Single file to Golden Gun in third, followed by Yupper. Rock 3 Times in fifth. Everybody hugging the pylons right now. Nobody to the outside. Absolute Intent sits sixth, followed by the Freehold Invader, Steady Pulse, and the trailer right now is Ponyta Boy. Up front, it's Feeling Mclucky with no challenge to his lead. Gets to the half 56-2, 29 even second panel. Feeling Mclucky the catalyst at the moment by a length over Jahan Hanover. Those two have drawn away from the rest by a good deal. It's 3.5 back to third, and Golden Gun trying to get closer. Followed there by Yupper. First to the outside is Absolute Intent from sixth. He's got 9 to make up as he goes past a Rock 3 Times, then Steady Pulse, and way back to Ponyta Boy. Feeling Mclucky going along nicely as the leader. 3/4 and 124-1, 27-4 third panel. Feeling Mclucky on top. Jahan Hanover has stayed attached all mile long. Now into third. Yupper is about 3 away as Jahan Hanover pulls the pocket. A little bit further back to Absolute Intent on the outside fourth. Top of the stretch. Feeling Mclucky the lead, but Jahan Hanover poised to pounce. Takes a slight edge here. Feeling Mclucky trying to fight back. Jahan Hanover asserting himself. Yupper is coming on late trying to get there, but Jahan Hanover has the jump, and it'll be Jahan Hanover and Jim Pantaleano by a long neck. Yupper could not get there in second. Absolute Intent third. Feeling Mclucky back to fourth. Jahan Hanover in 152-4. Mclucky finished fourth. 2 Golden Gun was seventh. Number 3 Yupper finished second. 4 Rock 3 Times was sixth. Number 5 Absolute Intent finished third. 6 Mclucky was scratched. Number 7 Ponyta Boy finished eighth. 8 Steady Pulse was fifth. And number 9 Jahan Hanover, the race winner. From top down reads 4-7-2-6-3, scratch 8-5-1. And race winner in third race at Pocono. 1 Danzon Hanover, owned by Christine Baggett, trainer Bob Baggett Jr., driver John Kakaley. 2 Dagon Hanover, owned by Buter, Fuse, and Marion, trainer Todd Buter, driver Tyler Buter. 3 Same Dame Life, owned by ACL Stuteri AB, trainer Annette Lorenzen, driver Jason Bartlett. 4 Swan by Land, owned by Neil Oxenberg, trainer Garrett Douse, driver George Napolitano Jr. Number 5, Top Me Off, owned by Todd and Christine Shadle, Rich and Regina Beinhauer, trainer and driver Todd Shadle. 6, Stormbringer, owned by Calvin Hoover, trainer Austin Brubaker, driver Anthony Napolitano. 7, Maddie's Leading Man, owned by Carrubba Racing LLC, Bill Mullen, trainer Bill Mullen, driver Matt Kakaley. And the 8, Keep the Tab Hanover, owned by Tony and Linda Shadle, trainer Linda Shadle, the driver Mark McDonald. Again, Mark McDonald driving the 8. For today's third race at Pocono, non-winners of 1, PA preferred, and the purse $9,600. And around the turn, they go. The Trotters have reached the backstretch, and they are underway. Maddie's Leading Man stepping out on the outside, joined by Stormbringer. Stormbringer grabs the lead and will mosey towards the pylons. Maddie's Leading Man on the outside second, followed by Top Me Off, squeezing in between horses third, right in front of Swan by Land, who's 3 back. And a gap of 3.5 back to the second half of this field, led by Dagon Hanover fifth, followed by Same Dame Life. Then Keep the Tab Hanover. Dan's on Hanover is the trailer. Lead belongs right now to Stormbringer as they wheel around the turn to the quarter in 28 and 2/5. So the Trotters survey the front stretch. For the moment, the lead belongs to Stormbringer, but out of the pocket, Top Me Off making a play now for Todd Shadle and will take over the lead. Back to second, Stormbringer, then 2.5 to Maddie's Leading Man third, another 2.5 to Swan by Land in from Florida. That's the 2-5 favorite, now 6.25 off the pace. Gaps to the second half of this field as well, as it's Dagon Hanover fifth, and the first timer Same Dame Life, Keep the Tab Hanover seventh, Dan's on Hanover the trailer. 2-length lead for Top Me Off at the half, 56-3, 28-1. Second panel was actually a tick faster than the first. Don't see that too often right now, especially on a non-windy day like today. Right now, lead belongs to Top Me Off. He stretches it back to 2 over Stormbringer. Third on the inside is Maddie's Leading Man. Swan by Land is still 7 away, and another 3.5 back to fifth, and Dagon Hanover, and big gaps to Same Dame Life, Keep the Tab Hanover, and Dan's on Hanover. Top Me Off still with some daylight between himself and his closest competitor. 3/4, 125-1, 28-3, third panel. It's Top Me Off here by 3 now. Second there is Stormbringer. Anap trying to get more out of him, but not happening. Further back, Swan by Land to the outside of the Maddie's Leading Man. Top of the stretch, it's all Top Me Off. His lead is now out to 8 lengths as the rest of the field seeming to retreat. On the inside coming through, Maddie's Leading Man, late kick from Same Dame Life, but it's all Top Me Off in a big old romp here for Todd Shadle. Gets it done by 11.5 lengths. Same Dame Life from way back came on for second. It was Swan by Land third, and Dagon Hanover fourth. Top Me Off rolls in 154-2. And new lifetime mark here, an impressive time of 154 2/5 for number 5. Results of the third race are official. Rundown. Number 1, Dan's on Hanover, finished 8th. 2, Dagon Hanover was 4th. Number 3, Same Dame Life, finished 2nd. 4, Swan by Land was 3rd. Number 5, Top Me Off, the race winner. 6, Stormbringer. Mares to the gate for today's fourth race at Pocono. Non-winners of 2, PA Preferred, and the purse is $10,400. And around the turn, the Trotters have reached the backstretch, and they are underway. Doodle Hanover on the inside, flashing early speed. So too is Cheesy Hanover from the outside. Serrano Volo is a leaver. Looks like Serrano Volo going to try to get to the front, but Cheesy Hanover holding her ground. Doodle Hanover is third and 2.5 back to fourth, and Winnie the Goose. It's Havana Unana away fifth. Gaps from horse to horse caused by a quick pace up front. Sixth now, Ching Ching Lucky, and the bottom three all stretched out here. Lindy's Pretty Lady, Chocolate Matters, and the trailer first up. Serrano Volo made the lead, but it's a quick quarter of 27-3. And right now, Serrano Volo being sent by Jim Pantaleano, and now out to a 3 1/4 length advantage over Cheesy Hanover. Back another 3 to third, and Doodle Hanover. Winnie the Goo, the 9-5 favorite, sitting fourth right now, about 7.5 off the lead. Single file goes to Havana Unana, Ching Ching Lucky sixth. Then comes a Lindy's Pretty Lady, Chocolate Matters, the deep trailer first up. Half miles 56-3, 29 even second panel. Right now, Serrano Volo saying, catch up, cats and kittens. She's out to a 4-length lead. Cheesy Hanover responding to that is cutting into the margin right now. Another 3.5 back to third, and Doodle Hanover. Winnie the Goo to the outside first over. It was within 8 for Matt Kakaley. A gap to Havana Unana outside 6, Ching Ching Lucky. Further back then to Lindy's Pretty Lady, Chocolate Matters first up, the deep trailer. The lead down to 2, and it's dwindling fast now for Serrano Volo. 3/4, 126-2, 29-4 on the back. Serrano Volo might be hitting the proverbial wall, and right now Winnie the Goo looking to take advantage, takes a slight lead. Following up that move is Doodle Hanover. From far back, Ching Ching Lucky is launching as well. Top of the stretch, Winnie the Goo takes over the lead from the tiring Serrano Volo. Ching Ching Lucky, center of the track, Doodle Hanover both trying to close, but Winnie the Goo looks solid right now. It's Matt Kakaley and Winnie the Goo picking up the victory and getting it done by a length. Ching Ching Lucky came a long way for second. Doodle Hanover was third. Photo fourth between Havana Unana and Chocolate Matters, but Winnie the Goo prevailed. Winnie the Goo becomes the first favorite. Rundown: 1, Cheesy Hanover finished 8th. Number 2, Winnie the Goo, the race winner. 3, Doodle Hanover was 3rd. 4, Havana Unana finished 5th. Number 5, Lindy's Pretty Lady was 7th. 6, Ching Ching Lucky was 2nd. Number 7, Chocolate Matters finished 4th. 8, Serrano Volo was 6th. And number 9, Fire Up finished 9th. From a top down, reads 813-572-469.